Jai Hind everyone. I'm Senior Officer Sonia Vensilas, studying at University College Palam Trivandrum, to Kerala Battalion NCC, Kerala LAKSHADWEEP Directorate. Either I will come back hoisting the tricolor or I will come back wrapped in it. The words of Captain Vikram Batra of Kargil War. India celebrates its Kargil Vijaya Diwas on July 26 every year in order to commemorate India's victory over Pakistan in Kargil War 1999 and to honor the heroes who lost their lives at the line of duty in Kargil War 1999. During the war, the Indian armed forces evicted the Pakistani intruders and they were succeeded in recapturing the Tiger Hill and other posts as a part of the Operation Vijaya. The armed conflict continued for more than 60 days and it was ended in the month of July last week. Now, let us go through the history of Kargil War. The history of Kargil War is divided into three phases: the initial phase, the second phase, and the final phase. Since the Indo-Pak War of 1971, there have been numerous armed engagements between both the nations. Nuclear tests were carried out by each nation in 1998, and a peaceful resolution to solve the Pakistan problems or the Kashmir issue was promised in the Lahore Declaration, and it was signed by both the nations in February 1999 in order to defuse the situation. The Pakistan's infiltration into the Indian territory and also across the line of control was called as Operation Badar. It was aimed to cut off the links between Kashmir and Ladakh and defusing to settle the Kashmir issue by India. The Indian government responded to it with Operation Vijaya and it mobilized more than 200,000 Indian troops to a long-term, 2-month-long battle. The war took place between May and July of 1999 Jammu Kashmir's Kargil district. General Pervez Musharraf, the head of Pakistan army at that time, thought to have an engineered thought of battle without informing the then Prime Minister of Pakistan, Nawab Sharif. Initially, in the Indian captured sections of Kashmir, Pakistan captured strategically important points and they placed themselves as the crucial situations. In the second phase of the war, India responded firstly by capturing the transportation routes, especially the strategically important one. Indian army succeeded by identifying the key points of invasion with the communications made from the local shepherds. In the final phase of the war, the Indian army, along with the help of Indian Air Force, concluded the war. That means India owned the Kargil. The Pakistan Army's involvement in the infiltrations of India was proven through the release of intercepts of communication between senior Pakistan officials, meetings and all. The Nawab Sharif also went to the President of US, then President Bill Clinton, for help. But Bill Clinton did not give help and until they are lefting from India, they are not given any help to Pakistan at all. No one wins a war. There are different levels of losses. Nobody triumphs. Brock Cheslin famously said. The outcome of the Kargil war was more disastrous. A lot of soldiers have lost their lives. A lot of mothers and fathers lost their sons. And India lost a lot of its brave soldiers and all. This year marks the 23rd anniversary of Kargil Vijay Diwas, and this day is celebrated all over India. And the national capital, New Delhi, our Prime Minister paid homage to all the soldiers at Amar Jawan Jyoti. The Indian Army flag off the Kargil Vijay Diwas motorbike expedition at Delhi. For the flag off ceremony, before or in front of the war monument, a special program will be planned. The war services officials, the soldiers' families were invited and welcomed to the war monument. Each year, the Kargil Vijay Diwas is a remembrance. It's a remembrance to the brave history of each and every soldier who lost their lives in the Kargil days, who spent their lives and lost their life for countries protected. The Indian Army did not give up a single inch of ground and battled to their last breath. In this Kargil Vijay Diwas, let us remember our great freedom fighters and soldiers who gave their lives to India, Bharat. Jai